That's interesting.
Hey, give me
Have you
2 minutes to end this work meeting.
Okay,
I'm about to
no
step out of
problem.
there.
No problem. So how you doing?
I can't hear you. Let me see why. Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did I do? How you doing?
Present.
Yeah. Are things any better?
He's wearing his vest, so that's
Okay.
we'll take the little things. So
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So, how are you? Have you been able to catch up at all? Like, I know you were just trying to like wait, like let life get back to normal. Where are you with that?
I haven't done anything.
That's
Nothing.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
I took the semester off from school. Yeah, I went on an email. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this semester. So nothing.
Mhm. Good for you. Yeah, because you work hard and you're carrying everyone and all the things, so for you to take, like, listen to your body and like what's happening around you and just be like, I need to shut it all down,
Mhm. I went to the doctor yesterday and my blood pressure was 120/80. I was like, that's good because I'm not doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. How's Grace?
She's good. So I'm trying to keep everything as normal as possible for her.
Uh-huh.
So she is in volleyball, tennis. They started school last week, golf. So that's another level, but
Oh my goodness. She's doing all the things. I love it. Well, rock star kids, that's how they live.
yep. You just keep it normal as possible.
Okay, so let's regroup.
Okay.
What do we want to do? Tell me what's the priority and how do I support you in this moment?
I'm gonna tell you what I have been doing, and it is not what it has been Sprinkle Grace in bits and pieces. I need to think about Sprinkle Grace on a higher level and not focusing on like just selling products.
Yes.
So I need to adjust that. That's one. But my travel, and it does this in waves. Sprinkle Grace grows in waves, and then it, those highs and lows. But when it's in a low, my travel is in a high. And my travel is, and like again, I pick and choose who I'm going to take on. And right now my travel is in a high with quality. So I'm doing quality groups where this next one would be, it's probably going to end up being probably 15,000. Nice. And then I just got another group for next year that will probably rival that one. So
how much work does that look like for you? In order to get a, I think of like each group as like a client, because I believe they're coming to you, but what does that look like in regards to your time, your runway? Is this like a 90-day plan? Like, if we were to think about productizing, you putting together this travel experience for a group, what, is this like, well, I need 30 days to even search like, I don't know how that works. Like, how long do you work with the group? Is it a 6-month process, a 3-month?
So, me, like if I take it on, I'm going to get you everything you need within the next 24 hours. And then I'm going to have your site.
So that's like, if I call you and say, hey, Bree, I want to plan this awesome experience for a group of 10 women. I want it to be, I'm assuming, I don't know. You tell me if this, I want it to be luxurious, but not too expensive, but I want them to feel pampered. And I want to have like 3 or 4 excursions. Is that how it works?
And so I have a questionnaire to break it down, and I'm going to ask specific questions so that I'm not just sending random things that does not identify with what you want. So I'm going to ask specific questions on that. I may personally ask them, but also on the feedback form, the survey that I have clients fill out, so that I know exactly what you're looking for. Are you looking for a cruise? We're not going to do both. Which one? Let's identify, like you was, let's identify what you want. So that takes the guesswork out of it, makes it easier on me. So like I had someone wanted to do a multi-land travel. That's not going to be me. Got it. This phase. So I can identify someone else for you, but that's not going to be something I want to take on because that's going to take more time and planning.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so once you
Going somewhere, you want to go to Antigua and you want excursions, oh, I got you, because I'm gonna send you the page for the excursions and we can, yeah, that's an easy fix. And
okay,
I enjoy doing it. So mentally, it's like a vacation. I'm planning a vacation for me.
yeah, okay, I like that. All right, so travel's in a high right now.
Mhm.
What does that look like from a time perspective on you? Does that mean it's like 10 hours a week, or does it mean you already got it locked in and now you just have to make sure everything's okay and smooth it to the time they take off?
So kind of, sort of. So let's take this Rome trip, and I'm going to, because this one is a family one.
Mhm.
A multi-family friend that's spread out. um, Once we identified that we were doing Royal Caribbean, that was the easy part. I just put a group together. I put the page together on Travel Joy, all of 2 hours. And I'm adding time. So I'm padding time in there. It said 2 hours. And then the part comes when people book at different times. And so
Okay.
then, so like last night, I had someone to call at 10 o'clock, and I had to say, and I only answered because it was 10 o'clock. And I'm trying to figure out who was calling me at 10 o'clock. Because people know I don't answer my phone
Like,
for
who's
one.
calling at 10 o'clock? Who are you calling at 10 o'clock?
That's exactly how I answered. And she was like, "Oh, I got your information." I was like, "But you know it's 10 o'clock, right?" And so she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, "Yes, you can text me whatever you're looking for, and I'll respond back tomorrow." Um, and so she had something else that I didn't have. She needed help outside of what I have listed on the site.
Mhm.
So I'll look for her today, and that'll probably take about 30 to 45 minutes to put that together for her.
Okay.
And then the back and forth I give, like, each client is like, when they do book, it's maybe close to an hour to
Okay.
narrow everything down and get everything into the supplier system.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. So that you can maintain. That's,
Mhm.
I mean, you got a handle on that. That seems good. Do you feel like there's any systems around that process that aren't working for you, or anything you need to tighten up?
I'll need to tighten up. I have people who haven't like responded to things when I send them out. So I need to work on a plan I hate calling people, but to follow up via a phone call, which I hate, but need
Mhm.
to do it.
Yeah.
So I need to work out a systems for that as I do more, to make
Yeah.
sure no one can say, "Oh, I didn't know." Yeah, you did, because we spoke.
Right. That's because if I'm going on a trip with 10 women, you speak to all 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're the
Yes.
contact. Okay. So those are the people you're chasing them around for whatever they did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand that.
Like, yep, you understand that part.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I've I've gone on a fair amount of trips, and I remember always having like that point person. Usually my sister picks whoever, or somehow she knows somebody or whatever. But I remember it was like, oh, you got to get your stuff back to Tamika or whatever,
Yeah.
Um, okay. I'm looking at our notes from last time
Mhm.
just to see where we are, because we have to, I mean, I feel like, and you tell me what you think, since you're in a travel high season and it seems like you're booking,
Mhm.
um, and we're also trying to consider capacity. How do you feel about spending some time on the Sprinkle Grace, like strategic plan, like that whole anchor piece? I know you have a lot of the pieces together, but I would like to go back to where, kind of like go back to the drawing board with just making sure that we're nailing the brand messaging and all of the things, all the pieces that come in that strategic plan, and that you've already pulled together, because you have a lot of stuff you've done a ton of work, obviously, but like kind of just making sure that it's where you want to be.
Yeah.
And so that way you feel like you have an anchor brand, as opposed to we're just selling things, going back to what you said when we first started this call. So I'm just wondering if you feel like it'd be valuable to spend some more time there, since the travel thing is already doing, like, instead of us doing both at the exact same time,
Mhm.
let's
That works for
ride the
me.
travel wave and let's work on Sprinkle Grace.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Can you share with me a little bit about how your how the kids went over? I know you know, family and everything else kind of like paused everything.
Yeah, so not well because it happened like right in the first 2 days,
Yeah.
first day of pushing it. So not well. So I guess you saw like I haven't been posting much of
Mhm.
anything. It's
Well, I
random.
have, you know, my Facebook is hacked, so it's kind of
Oh,
hard, so I
stop
can't.
it.
Yeah, I sent y'all a message in Voxer, actually a couple, because I was like, if y'all are messaging me, you need to Vox me, because I have no access to Messenger. When I try to log in, it tells me to change my password. So I don't have control of a Xander's page or on my Tamara Zantel business page. Right now, Xander's page is like selling $7 vitamins. Yes, girl. Somebody, they hacked my page. And so it just took over the Xandra page and then my Tamara Zantel business page. So I don't even have control of them. So I've been going back and forth with Facebook. And the last time I talked to someone was, today's Tuesday, was on Thursday. And they were like, oh, give us 72 hours to work through it. So they did something because my page came back. And I started to notice it. All of a sudden I didn't have any friends. Like I was like, I literally wasn't friends with my kids. Sandra was like, Mom, well, I thought we were Facebook friends. And I'm like, what? So I looked, and half the people that like, and I noticed only because it was like my family, but they were saying that this is what people do when they hack you. They unfriend your closest people. So that way, if they start selling something or doing something on using your profile for something else, those people won't know. Most people that aren't close to you won't recognize. They'll just be like, oh, Tamara's selling weight loss pills. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she must have changed her. Whereas my daughter and my mother would be like, what the heck is this? You know what I mean? So they unfriended a lot of my friends. People were like, I thought we were friends. And I was like, what is going on? So over the course of a week, it was just really odd. And I actually wrote a post, I think like a week and a half ago, and was like, does anybody not be friends with the people they used to be friends with? Like, this is weird. And a lot of people said it had been happening to them. So anyways, I lost access to everything, but now it's starting to come back, but I can't really, because randomly I'll go on, log in on Facebook and it'll say, your account has been compromised. Please reset your password. So they said it's going to be weird for another couple of days as they work on recovering everything. So I don't know. I'm hoping to get I have to get my pages back. I'm just being positive. I know it's going to happen, but right now I can't do nothing. I'm like, I have no control. Xandra's selling $7 something. I'm like, what am I going to do? But this is also, and this is one of the things I want to talk about this week when we do our call, is like, this is why we need our email list. This is why we need a separate space, because if we're only counting on social to build our brands and to get our sales and to bring that visibility, we don't control any of that. Like I feel so helpless. You know what I mean? I'm so glad that we didn't have a Facebook group, because I wouldn't be able to talk to none of y'all. If everything we do was built through Facebook, I wouldn't be able to communicate, you know? So, I mean, if I didn't have emails and all those other things. So, all right. So I understand that. So let's work on rebuilding the base, getting that really strong, because it is getting ready to be September. Oh,
Jesus. She is going by fast.
September. We got October. So we need to be ready. So if we can spend September building something that you and Grace are reinvigorated by and proud of, then we will be ready for, like, I want to get you ready for the holiday. Like, what is this going to look like? Are we doing a collection? What's the special? We got Black Friday coming up, you know, we got, you know, so it's like November's like sales, hot sales, and then we got holiday. Like, I want the mission to be, mission meaning like in our action, to be getting as many of the, you know, Sprinkle Grace products and mission driven products into the hands of girls, as many girls as possible. But in order to do that, we need to let these parents know this is who we are, this is what we're doing. We are an option for your holiday shopping. We are an option because your daughter needs to be, you know, needs this sprinkle to be sprinkled with grace. You know what I mean? Like, what does this mean and why should they care? So like, that's where I want to go with this. Okay. But that means looking at all the collections, even if we're not, you know, if we don't have the time or the bandwidth to like resituate everything. But if we could build something really solid, like a collection or an experience, and then we put like a really strong campaign behind it, I know that would be, that would be pretty cool, pretty amazing. So they could always go to the website and buy all the other things, but it's like, what do we want to drive with? Like, what's going to be our force as we go into the holidays? And then we can switch it up. Maybe we have 3 amazing experiences, one each week. I don't know. We can almost do anything, but I think September should be our anchor month where we just kind of like just recalibrate. Okay. So let me go back and look at what so you gave me the document. I'm just opening it up just really quick.
I put that the brand sheet in that VIP thing last night at 11:58, but it's long. I said she'll shorten
Wait,
it.
you put it where? What brand sheet?
Made a folder in the VIP section.
Oh, for the brand sheet.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we'll get that design for you. So the design team will pull it and then just design it for you. And you gave me, did you put your, you have like your logo and brand colors and stuff?
Yeah.
Where is that? Is that inside here?
No, you don't have any of that. I need to put that in there.
Do you have that inside your Trello?
No.
Yeah, put that in there because then they know what colors to do for you.
I can do that. That's easy.
Yeah, so drop that in there. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so this living document that you gave me access to, this was from July. So do you feel like this is still accurate, or do y'all want to go back and look at it?
It's still accurate. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it up.
You want me to drop the link? Oh, you got it.
I got it. I have my email open.
Okay.
Hold on. What's the name of that one? What's the name of it?
It's called Sprinkle Grace Code.
Okay.
Here, I'll drop it in the.
Like I said, no, I'm over here with all these documents. Like,
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat real quick.
I think I got it. Say updated 7/29. Yep, I see you because I see you
Yes.
on it. Yep.
So I could take this and start adding stuff to, or just kind of breaking it down. I don't think we really need to add a lot. We just need to pull out the most important pieces. So what I'm thinking is like, I want, like, what are the words we always use? How are we different from our competitors? What's out there in the marketplace? Why are we different? What are the words we always use? What's the feel and the emotion behind the brand? So those kind of things. And then also, can you add your whatever you're going to add into that brand sheet drive, your VIP sheet, VIP folder? Can you add that into your Trello? So, and just make a board for branding.
Okay.
So I always have access to that. So if we do design something for you, I have it. Because the other piece of that is like looking at, like, we say this is who we want to be. Is everything else we have speaking to that? Or if we love our branding, we want to make sure that we're in alignment, with the words we say need to be in alignment with how we look.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. So you just need to give me, I'm just going to repeat this because I'm recording this. So Bree, you have to just give me access to the branding, your brand board and logo, add that into Trello. And then I will take, if this information is updated from the 7/29/2023 doc, I will start working on this for you by breaking this up according to what's happening in my brain right now and what I want to look at. And then we can review it together.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. We have our marching orders. Oh, my computer was like fuzzy. What happened? It's probably my internet. Now it's clear again.
Let me ask it's not a random question,
Of course.
but I don't want to add too much of anything. I don't, but I do want to, because we did our sweatsuits and they sold very well. But I had someone overseas doing it, and like they literally put all the pieces together, and he was fine to work with. But the culture differences and talk and time zones, I just didn't do it again with them last season.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do new sweatshirts.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna tell you what I want on it. Where is it at? Sorry, 1 second.
No, it's no problem.
I wanted to do like those shirts that say like hey you are amazing and we need you, and like
Oh,
different shirts like that to sprinkle grace.
I like that. So we need a vendor.
Yeah.
So can you create a board for that and then tell me what you were paying before? Because I actually just we have a vendors list as US companies and international inside the as part of the curriculum. I actually just tagged it. I put it in Heartbeat. I tagged Nicole and Patrice and somebody else that was asking me about it. And I think April, because she's looking to outsource her products. But there's so many vendors. I just need to know what price point we're looking for. How much do they sell for and what were you paying before? And then also if you have a photo of it. Go ahead.
His prices were amazing.
I'm sure if it was overseas.
Yeah, he worked with me long as I did a certain quantity. So I did pre-sales on him to meet that. But yeah, his prices were amazing. And he still responds to me and say, hey, you need anything?
Hey, when we gonna do business? I don't know, girl. So if we bring it if it's in the States, it's gonna be expensive, more expensive.
Yeah.
You know that. Overseas is always
yeah.
Always. Nothing we can do about it.
But you like the idea?
I love the idea. Yeah. And so here's the thing. If people bought them and they sold out before, let's keep doing it. It's time. So that could be one of the anchor things going into the holidays.
Yeah, I think
you already have a proven concept. You already know people want them. So I think it's time to get some. So did he do the mock-ups and everything for you too?
He will. And he's pretty quick to get back to me. If I text him right now, he would he'll respond right back. What time is it? 12? He probably respond back tonight, and then he's on it.
So let's go back. Why don't we want to use him again? Just because it's
he was on me. He was on me. So you're right.
Because I'm like, if we got an amazing price and someone that you had a great relationship with, like, what else can we do together? I don't want to decrease. I don't want to.
You're right. The quality was amazing. Like it was the soft. Like I only like the soft material. It was top tier.
Yeah. So let's see. So I feel like you reach out and say, this is my new concept. And also, what else do you have? What else can we do together?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's what I think. You don't have to, I mean, I was just supposed to say you don't have time. I just talked about this last week on our time management and capacity planning, saying how I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
But like you said, that's something easy. I just need, with your help and building the marketing and concept behind it, because my brand is, I think of it at 8:00 at night. I go to bed at 2 and I have it all worked out, and then I push it.
Oh, I understand that. Yeah. So my thing is, we don't want to take the time to reinvent a part of the process. So if we already found a vendor that is awesome, let's keep going with that vendor. And then we just put some boundaries around when we talk. Maybe emailing is the way to go. Or maybe you just send them before you go to bed, send them all the details. And then when you wake up, he has it all done or whatever. I don't know. That piece we can work around. If that was the only issue.
It
You
really,
know?
he was, other than that, like, it was fine. We worked through everything else. And
Yeah.
he sent me, as he was working, he would send me him making the pieces, cutting the pieces up, and he did all that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Okay. All right. Sounds like the relationship shall continue.
And I just have to get out of the habit of seeing things that we like and be like, oh, that's a good idea. So this September, working through that would be.
Yeah, no, we're gonna build this brand, reestablish your foundation of the brand you've already done so amazing at building. And we're going to put together a clear product line that brand will sell. And so it's like, what do we want our product line to look like? We have a clothing experience or apparel, and then we have the skincare. What does that look like? And what's in each, in both of those sections, and in whatever else we have, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. So like, if we build everything, even it shouldn't take us that long, because you already did a lot of the work. Like, this doc is pretty much done. It's just me pulling everything else out of that, using what you gave me to kind of rebuild some other things. And then we move into, okay, so this is who we are. Now, what do we want to sell?
Gotcha.
And if those sweatshirts are already a proven concept, sweatsuits, excuse me, are proof of concept, you already have proof of concept and they sold out, that definitely stays on the list.
Okay.
So now I'm going to challenge you a little bit, you know, while you're cooking and driving and doing all the other things, like, what else will definitely stay on the list? You don't have to answer that now, but just start thinking about that. Like, what worked? What did people love?
So
Like, I love you becoming the leader in this, or thought leader in this period kit space. So I think that should definitely stay. But what else, you know?
I'll tell you, my beauty products, I've already narrowed them down.
Okay.
So, like basic, like I hadn't added anything to that. These are my sellers: the body butter, the lip gloss, the lip balm, when I make it right, the lip oil. The lip oil is, I hadn't pushed that.
Mhm.
It's still there and it sells when I put it out, but I haven't pushed it.
Okay.
And there's no reason that I haven't. So I just focused on the lip gloss,
Okay.
body butter. And then in the spring, summer, I have shea oil that people love.
Mm,
I don't push it. So it's me. I have all the stuff in there to make it, but I don't. And it's an easy make.
okay.
And the bubble bath, like I have people who buy that monthly.
Okay.
So those are pretty standard.
Okay, so
And like,
those are the standard things. So I need to look at that, how that shapes up into a collection. All right. And then think about all the other things. So we have the sweatshirt, like, what else? What's selling
so
before, you
So
know?
that's the beauty. And then the lifestyle, I have the kids, dolls. I'm not going to renew the dolls when they sell out.
Okay.
I have the kids, the dolls, the books we did from not years ago, because she ain't that old. The initial book we did, the journal book we did, we still have those, and I just order those from Amazon when I go out.
Uh-huh.
And the journals, that's it.
Okay. And then you had the apparel.
Yeah. I
So
did.
what else were you selling? So think about that. Like, so, you know, the sweatsuits were a hit. What else was a hit? And that would be in apparel.
I did shades.
Lifestyle, still lifestyle.
The shades were selling. They were selling good. That was just, and then I just started putting them in the kits and
Mhm.
didn't sell an individual because I was just trying to narrow things down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it helped me think through that. So so I had the apparel and I had the shades, and we did do bracelets, the gemstone bracelets.
Okay.
I just stopped because so many people were doing it, and I was just like, I'm not trying to stand out in this area to
Yeah. So
That was
those are things we got to process. Okay. So I got a good idea of what you were selling. So
and I can put that down here and put stop selling down there or something.
yeah, so let's list everything out.
Okay.
So now you have to give me add your branding details to Trello, and then also add to Trello. Let me create today's board. And then
So actually what I'm saying to you now, I'm typing it on that sheet. Do you want me to do that or no? I was typing it as we were talking.
yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just gonna still make a Trello board. That's perfect. Thank you for doing that. I'm gonna make a board just for today though.
Gotcha.
And then I'll add this doc to it. It's just so I have, because I have to sort, and then I'll drop the replay. Did that work for you last time, dropping the replay? Like, is this feeling like it's okay?
And I still have all my vendors for shades and all that stuff. Like I just emailed the people with the shades, and of course they're overseas. And then with the shades, it has Sprinkle Grace on, they branded shades. So it has Sprinkle Grace on the side of them.
Okay, awesome. Love it. Okay, let me delete this and then add this here. I'm just adding the doc.
And I will say, so I need to contact the lady that wanted us to add some items in her store. She has a whole section. She wanted us, I went in to look, and it's gonna be an amazing store. It already is. She just opened maybe a month ago. But I haven't heard back from her. So I don't know if I was supposed to drop something off or I was waiting on her. So I need to contact her because she was running too. And then I have a beauty shop who wants us to put some lip gloss and stuff in there as well.
Okay, do you already have your wholesale pricing and everything already sorted?
Because we've been in a very popular one in our downtown area.
Okay, and you got your numbers? Do you need me to look at your numbers, your wholesale line sheet or anything?
Yeah.
Do you have a line sheet or you just email
I
me?
had one. That's why I said I'm hesitating because I don't know where it's at. Because I looked for it one time in my folder and I didn't put it there, so I don't know where it's at.
Okay. Do you have a doc that has your wholesale pricing?
No, that's what I can't find.
Oh, that's what you're looking for. Okay. I was thinking line sheets, like designed line sheets. So we need to reestablish that.
Yeah.
Because with these people that want to do these arrangements, can you add those? Are they already inside Trello? Like, do you have a board for partnerships? Wholesale partners or retail partners?
Yes, I did do that. But yeah, I did that. I
I
did.
see.
But I need to update it. And I need to nurture the relationships I already have because she wants us to do a lot.
Is that Turner Lane? I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Exploring, growing, maintaining. Okay. Let's make a board for retail partners. I'm going to make it right now. So they're separate because we're going to manage each one, even though we create a system around it. It's still like each one is going to have their own like separate little situation. And then you can track when you spoke to them, didn't speak to them, and what they're looking for from you. So can you see if you can find wholesale details? Find that your doc or anything you have that can help us build out some line sheets.
Okay.
Because what I want that to look like is you already have your line sheets established. Someone emails, they're interested. I know sometimes if they're local, it's a little bit more of a personal relationship, but we can still either bring in, a nice, cute little Sprinkle Grace folder with the line sheets or email the line sheet. So we want to have those ready with all the terms and conditions, ordering process, just everything ready. I'm just trying to figure out so when people reach out, it's just a productized system. It's just a streamlined system.
Through it again. Can
It's
you
the same email everybody gets, it's the same line sheet everyone gets, you know what I mean?
Can you send me a sample to make sure? I'm pretty sure what I did have wasn't the best. So can you send me a sample? Thank you.
Absolutely. And let me be clear, I don't want you to make a line sheet. I just want you to give me the components because we will design the line sheet. So don't be going in Canva. We will design it for you. I just need the numbers and like product descriptions, photos, all that stuff. So yeah, I'll give you an example. So Tamara, so I will provide you with a example of line sheets. Again, I repeated that for the recording. Okay. All right, cool. All right, you feeling good?
Okay. Feel better than when we started, so thank you.
We got this. We got this. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.